Now let's talk about orthodontics from a practice owner perspective. As a practice owner, again, should you learn or study orthodontics? And also, should you allow an associate to do orthodontics in your practice? And I'll give you some tips. Again, for credibility, my name is Khaled. I have been a dentist for 20 years. I own and run my own dental practice, Lakeside Dental Spa in Hervey Bay in Queensland. I have a team of 40 staff members of associate dentists, oral health therapists, dental assistant, front office, and managers. I have been performing orthodontics for close to, I think since I was graduated. It was my first job. When I graduated, I was working with an orthodontist as an assistant dentist. Sorry, I'm driving today in the morning. I'm just dropped my kids off to school, and I thought I would record this idea for you, or the thoughts for you. So as a practice owner, orthodontics is a very good practice builder. If you can provide high quality, good orthodontics for children, teenagers, and adults in your practice, number one, you will grow your practice massively, because when you treat a child, you probably win over their parents as well. And there's a high chance they will recommend their cousins and their nieces and their friends at school even to come to you to do their orthodontics. Number two, if you are like providing airway as well as part of your orthodontics, so you're examining new patient exams and you can see signs of grinding and clenching and bruxism, and you suspect this is secondary to airway, and then you order a sleep study, and then you can give them a mandibular advancement splint to open the airway. But if they have some crowding or narrow jaw or a diff 2 bite, for example, you can correct that before giving them the advancement splint. You increase the number of services to your practice. So not just from a financial point of view, but also from a satisfaction point of view. So now you took a patient who's coming for a checkup and clean, and you, in comparison to another dentist in your area, is providing an exceptional examination at no extra charge. The same bite wing, the same OPG, the same exam that he would pay or they would pay in another practice, they will pay the same, but now you're stacking more services on top of that by offering them options to improve their bite, improve their airway, improve their overall health. So suddenly you stand a lot higher and better than any other dentist in your area. So it's a practice builder for sure. It's also very satisfactory. You get more satisfaction by helping patients and diagnosing more problems. Number three, from a patient perspective, they got more value for the exam. They get more value for the treatment. They feel that you're more holistic, not just focusing on filling cavities and fixing missing teeth. Should you allow associate to do orthodontics? My advice to you, if you as an owner is trained in orthodontics, let's say you're trained in a Damon system brackets and you're trained in Invisalign, for example, and you have an associate who wants or they want to start orthodontics, make sure they follow your system as much as you can. Make it very clear with them. If they want to try a different bracket system like POS or if they want to start different aligner system as well, they might lose on the volume discounts that you already have as an owner. So you might have a volume discount with a liner system or a bracket system. So they might miss out on that. But also, if they end up leaving the practice or you had to let them go, sometimes it doesn't work out and they have to leave, then who will finish those cases? So my second advice, make sure if you have an associate who would start orthodontics and they are going to use a different system than yours that you can't finish for them, have clear special contract for those cases. Number one, highlighting in case they are being dismissed or they have to leave the practice, how often they are allowed to come to the practice to finish those cases, or if they are going to refer those cases to another orthodontist who is familiar with that system, who is going to pay for those fees. If they are going to transfer the case to you to finish and you have to remove the brackets and put your own brackets or do something different, again, how are you going to manage those fees? Highlight this clearly on before they start any cases. But my advice is try to keep the same system as much as you can. Now, if you're a practice owner who has no idea how to perform orthodontics, so you don't perform Invisalign, you don't perform any bracket system or any expansion or any like myobrace, and you have an associate who wants to start a system, be very cautious. Because again, associate could be very excited, they're really keen, they've been with you for a year and they end up starting 20 cases and then they end up leaving, or you have to let them go for performance issues. Now, who's going to finish those cases? My advice, shall you do it or not? I would be depends on your practice. If it's a small practice, be very cautious. If it's a large practice, make sure you have more than one associate who can perform this treatment, or even better, go and learn those skills if you can. But if you have to get an associate to start and you can't finish those cases, just be extra cautious and have very clear contracts how those cases will be transferred out of the practice if you cannot perform them. So I hope this information is informative for you. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you like the content, please make sure you like the video and share it, and subscribe so I can provide you with more videos and content. Thank you very much.